lumipas na ang magdamag, madaling araw ay nagdiriwang, may umagang namasdan. Ngumiti na ang pag-asa sa umagang anong ganda. May bagong silang, may bago ng buhay, bagong bansa, bagong galaw, sa bagong lipunan. Nagbabago ang lahat, tungo sa pag-unlad, at ating itanghal bagong lipunan. Silan, may bago ng buhay, bagong bansa, bagong galaw, sa bagong lipunan. Nagbabago ang lahat, tungo sa pag-unlad, at ating itanghal bagong lipunan. Bagong lipunan. May bagong silang, may bago ng buhay, bagong bansa, bagong galaw, sa bagong lipunan. Nagbabago ang lahat, tungo sa pag-unlad, at ating itanghal bagong lipunan. Ang dagat nagmali ng ganap, at lumipas na ang magdamag, madaling araw ay nagdiriwang, may umagang namasdan. Ngumiti na ang pag-asa sa umagang anong ganda. May bagong silang, may bago ng buhay, bagong bansa, bagong galaw, sa bagong lipunan. Nagbabago ang lahat, tungo sa pag-unlad, at ating itanghal bagong lipunan.
Live po ngayon si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa Ilocos Norte. Mga kababayan ko, ayan, makikita po natin mamaya-maya lamang ay magsasalita si President Bongbong Marcos sa Tanok Festival. Mga kapatid, ito po yung pinagpipitagan at pinagmamalaki ng mga Ilocano pagdating sa kanilang kultura at mga sining. Kaya mga kababayan ko, please huwag niyong kakalimutan na i-like itong ating live streaming nang sa ganon ay malaman ng mga kababayan natin na meron pong Tanok Festival ngayon dito sa Ilocos Norte. Mga kababayan ko, this video is courtesy by RTVM. Maraming salamat for giving me a chance, and please don't forget to like this live streaming, mga kapatid, no, nang sa ganon ay ma-notify natin yung mga kababayan natin, lalong-lalo na sa panahon na to na nag-aantay nitong mga video na ito, mga kababayan. Grabe talaga no ang panahon ngayon. Wala man tayo sa Ilocos pero meron tayong special coverage dito sa Biyahe ni Koy TV. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? I-like nyo na itong ating live stream, mga kababayan ko. Salamat po everyone! Sabay-sabay tayong manood ng Tanok Festival. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Nood na! tutok na dito lang yan sa Biyahe ni Koy TV, mga kababayan. Okay? Wag na wag niyong kakalimutan na mag-like, mag-subscribe. Dito lang yan sa Biyahe ni Koy. At wag na wag niyong kakalimutan na mag-share ng ating live. Alright, mga kababayan ko. Sige, manood muna tayo ng Tanok Festival. Ano kayang kaganapan dito? Let's go!
Sa pag-unlad at ating itanghal bagong lipunan. Ang dagat nagmali ng ganap at lumipas na ang magdamag. Madaling araw ay nagdiriwang, may umagang namasdan. Ngumiti na ang pag-asa sa umagang anong ganda. May bagong silang, may bago ng buhay, bagong bansa, bagong galaw sa bagong lipunan. Nagbabago ang lahat tungo sa pag-unlad at ating itanghal bagong lipunan. Silan.
Dumating na nga po yung mga bigating bisita sa Tanok Festival, mga kababayan. Si Governor Matthew Manotok, as you can see, mga kababayan ko. In just a few minutes, makita po natin si President Bongbong Marcos na darating na po, mga kababayan. Please don't forget to share this live streaming, mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po.
Sa pag-unlad at ating itanghal bagong lipunan. Bagong lipunan.
Ayan, mega love shoutout po sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin. Tita Beth Galang, long time no see dito sa ating channel. Ayan, nakikita nyo na nga po yung mga magpe-perform mamaya sa Tanok Festival. Talaga nga namang napakalakas nitong ano natin. Itong Tanok Festival. So far, mga kababayan ko, masayang-masaya po tayo. Napapanood natin ngayon dito by live ang ating video na ito. Anyway, mga kababayan, in just a few minutes mag-start na po tayo. Si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos po right on the way na po sa venue. Kaya antay-antay lang. Abangan natin anong sasabihin ni Pangulong Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos. At may mga nagkakantahan na rin po sa mga gilid. Napapansin nyo. Kaya wag niyong kakalimutan ang ating live ngayon, mga kababayan. Kaya i-like nyo na to at wag niyong kalimutan na i-share para malaman ng mga Pilipino ang Tanok Festival na ipinopromote ng tourism ng Ilocos Norte. Ano pang hinihintay nyo, mga kababayan ko? Like nyo na ang ating live streaming. We miss your live streaming, Kuya Koy. Sabi dito ni Rex, PH Rex. Shoutout sa iyo, PH Rex. Thank you very much for watching, mga kababayan. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Like nyo na tong ating live streaming ngayon. Makikita natin at mapapansin natin yung mga performer dito na talagang pinagmamalaki ng Ilocos Norte. Kaya sa mga kababayan natin, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-like, i-like nyo na tong ating live streaming. At wag na wag nyong kakalimutan na mag-share. Thank you very much sa pag-share, Ma'am Sibilia Torrante Dominico. Ayan, shoutout po sa inyo. Ma'am Mokotsulin, maraming salamat po sa pagbisita dito lang sa Biyahe ni Koy. Thank you very much sa inyo, guys. Please don't forget to like this live streaming sa 120 na nanonood sa atin right now at sa Facebook na nanonood sa atin. Paabutin natin to ng trending. Dahil talaga nga naman dapat mag-trending ang pagod at hirap ng mga taga Ilocos Norte. Ibigay natin yung nararapat na sa festival na to at ipakilala natin sa buong mundo, mga kababayan ko, bilang pagsuporta sa tourism hindi lang sa Pilipinas, ganoon din ang pagsuporta natin sa Ilocos Norte. Kaya mga kababayan, wag na wag nyong hahayaan na hindi nyo ma-share ito at hindi nyo ma-like ang ating live stream nang sa ganon ma-notify natin lahat ng mga kababayan natin nanonood. Yung mga namimiss nyo ba umuwi ng Ilocos Norte, abay nood kayo ng Tanok. Dito lang yan sa Biyahe ni Koy TV. At maraming salamat sa nag-share sa atin. Thank you very much sa inyo. Babanggitin ko yung mga nag-share mamaya sa Facebook, mga kababayan. Di ako makakakalimot. Yan, ha? Mega mega love shoutout po sa inyong lahat mga kababayan ko. Kaya nood na kayo, dito lang yan sa biyahe ni Koy. At live stream po tayo, Tanok Festival mga kababayan. Shoutout mo muna ako kay Josephine Ato, Loseria Luke, Ma'am Marilu. Ayan ha, thank you very much po. Hi Koy, watching you from Hong Kong. Ayan, excited ba yung mga taga Hong Kong dito? Nga pala mga kababayan ko, sa mga mag-share po nito mga kababayan, ito po may bibigyan ko sa inyo, no? Magbibigay ako ng 4 na ticket ng Martir o Marderer. Ayan, sa mga mapipili natin mag-share ngayon ng ating live stream. 2 sa Facebook, 2 sa YouTube mga kababayan ko. Talagang ang lakas naman talaga ni Koy, Diyos ko. Biyahe ni Koy TV lang yan mga kababayan. Ayan, papakita muna ako sa screen sa inyo mga kababayan ko. Ayan, pagpapakita muna ako. Siyempre, di naman tayo papakita, di makikita. Nanonood tayo ng Tanok Festival eh. Alright mga kababayan ko, manonood tayo ngayon ng Tanok Festival. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Like and share tayo mga kababayan. Igit sa lahat mga kababayan ko, meron akong babalita sa inyo. Importante mga kababayan ko, importante po ito. Sa mga kababayan natin na nanonood po sa atin ngayon dito sa Biyahe ni Koy TV, ako po ay mamimigay ng 4 na ticket sa mga subscriber ko. Ayan, 2 sa YouTube, 2 sa Facebook. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? I-share nyo na to mga kababayan, nang sa ganon manotify natin silang lahat. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Huwag nyong kakalimutan. Mamimigay ako ng tig 2 ticket sa Facebook at sa YouTube ng manonood ng Martir o Marderer, sa mga pinakamaraming mag-share ng ating live stream at pinakamagandang comment. Mamaya dito lang yan sa Biyahe ni Koy. Yan ang pinaka gusto ko sa inyo. Sa mga nasa Pilipinas dyan, nako, mag-share na kayo. At kung gusto nyo makapanood yung kamag-anak nyo ng Martir o Marderer, wala pong problema yan mga kababayan ko. Pag ikaw ang napili ko, ikaw ang napin ko, ibig sabihin nun, panalo ka na. Wala ka nang dapat pang hanapin pa. Alright? Nangunguna agad si Ate Ems, nakailang share na, Ma'am Maril Aster Kagawan. Ako, nakakailan na. May tatalo ba sa 5 share ni Ate Marilyn? Ako, kailangan si Ate Ems mapanalo ninyo. Lumamang na si Ate Ems kagad. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo mga kababayan? Download na! Download na to. Ano pang hinihintay ninyo mga kababayan ko? Share nyo na tong ating live stream nang sa ganon ay manotify natin sila. In just a few minutes mga kababayan ko, makikita natin si Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Mamaya-maya lang po, dito lang yan sa Tanok Festival. At mapapakinggan natin ang ating Presidente Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Ayan mga kababayan ko. Sa mga nagsasabing anti-Marcos daw tayo, wala pong katotohanan yon. Suportado nga natin ang ating administrasyon Ma'am Cherry Dep, yan, nag-share na rin si Ma'am Cherry Dep. Nako, may mga lumalaban pa talaga. In just a few minutes mga kababayan ko, start na yung ating program. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Huwag nyo kakalimutan na mag-like and share and subscribe mga kababayan ko. Kaya ito ang pinaka inaabangan ng mga Ilocano, itong Tanok Festival. Kaya kayo, alam nyo na ang anong gagawin. Wag na wag kayong mawawala sa panahon na to dahil ito yung pinakamagandang panoorin, alamin. Kaya the best of the best itong festival na to. Wag na wag kayong mawawala mga kabayan. Please don't forget to like this live streaming. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Alright, share, like, and subscribe mga kababayan. Sa kada share mo, may chance kang manalo ng 1 ticket ng Martir o Marder sa March 1 na yan. Dito lang yan sa Biyahe ni Koy. Kaya ano pang hinihintay nyo? Share nyo na tong ating live stream sa YouTube at sa Facebook. Wag na wag mawawala yan mga kababayan ko. Mas malaki ang chance kung mas maraming share. Mas maraming share ang mas malaki ang chance ninyong manalo kapag marami tayong share. Alright mga kababayan ko, manood na tayo ng Tanok Festival. Let's go!
May bagong silang
politika nito nga dati saan na mapagpakadaan na
Sa
kasama.
bagong lipunan, nagbabago ang lahat. Tungo sa pagpunlad.
Ayan, kasalukuyan pong nakikita ninyo si President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos na nakapasok na nga po ng stadium. At makikisaya ngayon sa Tan-Ok Festival, mga kababayan ko. Nasa likod niya si Governor Matthew Manotoc at si Vice Governor Cecilia Marcos, mga kababayan. At kasama rin si Congressman Sandro Marcos ng 1st District ng Ilocos Norte. Aba, talaga nga naman ang mga Marcos. Tingnan nyo nga naman, mga kababayan ko. Malakas talaga ang ating presidente. Grabe, mga kababayan ko. Nakikita ninyo, oh.
May bagong silang, may bago ng buhay.
Sabay-sabay natin panoorin ang pagdating ni President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. sa Tan-Ok Festival sa Ilocos Norte. Ayan po, nakapasok na po si Mr. President and ayan, maya-maya lamang ay makikita na natin ang kanyang sasabihin at kanyang speech. Panoorin po natin, mga kababayan ko.
We may now be seated. Good evening and welcome to the Tan-Ok ni Ilocano 2023, the Festival of Festivals. To begin our program, may we invite Governor Matthew Marcos Manotoc to give his welcome remarks.
Justiagnina, Naimbag Rabii. Salamat po. Good evening po sa ating lahat. First and foremost, allow me to welcome home and greet our President Ferdinand E. Marcos Jr. Our Congressman Sandro Marcos, Congressman Angelo Marcos Barba, Vice Governor Cecilia Araneta Marcos, our Bocales, and of course, our dear DOT Secretary Cristina Frasco. My family who are here, my Kuya Borgie, Carla, and Bobo, Tita Ann Sesa, Tristan Sesa, and Christina Ku Sesa, Tita Chona Galvez, Consul Ren Fa Kiang, Gov Jerry Singson, USEC Myra Abubakar, USEC Shalimar Tamano, USEC Earl Saavedra, DOT Region 1 Director Jeff Ortega, Director Ronald Canopio, Fe Abing Yu of PhilToa, Miss Patricia Chiong of PTAA, and Maria Margarita Nograles of TPB. Mayor Elaine Sarmiento, Architect William T., who designed this Marcos Stadium, congratulations and thank you. Our dear mayors, vice mayors, concejales, the different representatives from the national government agencies, heads of schools, colleges and universities, my PGIN family, our PNP led by PD Julius Suriben, and also Jolly Tagyam from the region, our Ilocos Norte Filipino-Chinese Chamber and Zonta Club, our partner companies and sponsors and investors, our tourism officers, Father Ian Rabago, our friends in the media, all of those from the 23 towns of Ilocos Norte, and to everyone watching here and at home and all over the world. The establishment of this Ferdinand E. Marcos Memorial Stadium dates back to the American period. Its concrete bleachers were constructed in 1964 and has been the premier venue in the province for hosting regional sports meets and events at large. In 2019, then Governor and now Senator Amy Marcos led the groundbreaking of the Big Three infrastructure projects, including this Marcos Stadium. In 2011, Senator Amy Marcos organized the first Tan-Ok ni Ilocano, the Festival of Festivals, to bring together the province's 23 towns to showcase their festival dances in a one-night grand celebration of Ilocos Norte's history, faith, livelihood, and culture. In other words, thanks, Mom. Palakpakan po natin si Senadora Amy Marcos. Ilocos Norte, our home, is a little province of just over 600,000 people. We are popular for our natural attractions, cultural heritage, and frugal, but more importantly, hard-working people. We are a proud unified people who have made our province into what it is now. Nabileg, naandur, ken natanok. A stronger, more resilient, and greater home. As we watch the performances of our 2 cities and 21 municipalities, let us take a moment to reflect on the beauty and significance of our festivals. Mga kwento ng pagsubok at tagumpay na alaala ng mga kaugilian natin hanggang ngayon. Tonight, you will witness how our home, this thin strip of arid land, bound by the Cordillera mountain range and the unpredictable coasts of the West Philippine Sea, has taught us to make the most out of our resources while preserving our environment. Sabay-sabay po nating ipagdiwang ang anibersaryo ng aming probinsya na simbolo ng mas mayamang tradisyon, mas maunlad na Ilocos Norte at mas maliwanag na bukas. Let us celebrate this momentous occasion with pride and joy. Let us honor our past, revel in the present, and look forward to our future with more promise and hope than ever before. Welcome to Ilocos Norte. Pasingkedan ti kinatanok ni Ilocano.
Thank you, Governor Manoto. At this juncture, may we invite Representative Ferdinand Alexander A. Marcos to introduce our guest of honor.
Na medyo mataas-taas yung microphone dahil kay Gov. Kaya nakakahiya. Bago ko po ipakilala ang ating guest of honor na imbag nga rabi itay amin na po at Happy Tan-Ok Festival po sa buong Ilocos Norte. Amuyo po, sinasabi natin guest of honor, pero parang homecoming na din to para sa ating minamahal na Pangulo. At alam nyo, amuyo po, kahit napakakuripot ang ating Pangulo, nung nalaman niya kung ano yung mga nagiging grand prize, ang ating cash prize ngayong gabi na ito, sinabi po ni Pangulong BBM na dadagdag po siya ng 1 milyon sa ating mga prize. Kaya agyaman kami unay, apo PBBM. Pero kahit papaano po, nais ko po ipakilala ang ating minamahal na Apo Lakay, Gagayem, ken kakabsat, timay daydayaw, nga Presidente, iti Republika ti Pilipinas, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Maraming salamat. Thank you to the First District Congressman Sandro Marcos for your kind introduction. Yun lamang may kasama, sinubo mo ako doon sa 1 milyon doon sa ano. But I'm the willing victim. Oh, please sit down. I'm the willing victim of your generosity. Andito po, kasama po natin ang ating kalihim, ang ating butihing Secretary of the Department of Tourism, Secretary Cristina Frasco. Isinama ko siya. I wanted her to see the traditional culture of the Philippines at ito'y nagiging mahalaga para sa kanyang mga pinaplano para ipagmalaki ang kultura ng Pilipinas, ipagmalaki ang mga Pilipino sa buong mundo. Nang sa ganun ay tayo'y patulungan sa pag-aahon sa ating ekonomiya sa pamamagitan ng turismo. Ang ating host, our host for the evening is Ilocos Norte Governor, Matt Panotok, whose brainchild really this is. And I congratulate you for this wonderful achievement. Ilocos Norte Vice Governor Cecilia Marcos, LMP President Jeffrey Sagid, ang aking mga kasamahan sa pamahalaan, pong mayores, vice-mayores, konsehales, ang aking minamahal na kababayan ay ayatik nga kailyak na imbag nga rabi aming. I could not find a better time to come back to Ilocos Norte, but to join in celebrating the Tan-Ok ni Ilocano, the Festival of Festivals, to show off to the world the best that Ilocanos can offer. It is always with great pleasure that we see the different municipalities and cities of Ilocos Norte coming together in one grand event to showcase with pride, with vigor, our history and our cultural heritage. We must acknowledge the efforts of the local government units, ang ating mga iba't ibang bayan na nag-contribute dito sa ating makikita ngayong gabi. To the organizers, the event organizers, for bringing together the people, the visitors, and alike to partake in our abundance. In the past 3 years, we have been severely hit by the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, forcing us to retreat into our homes to put our lives on hold. And yet, here we are today, holding our heads up high, ready to usher in a new era, not only for our province, but for the entire country as well. The darkest hours of the pandemic, we pray, are over. And now, we are ready to reclaim the time and opportunities we have lost for the last few years, as we now emerge stronger than ever. Beyond today's revelry, this event is expected to stimulate economic activity and support Ilocano families by driving tourism industries, sustaining local livelihoods. The festival will put a spotlight on our local artists, small-scale workers who will display their skills for art and serve as a gateway to our rich and dynamic culture. I thus encourage you, our next generation of Ilocano artists, be proud of your identity. Integrate our rich customs and traditions into the art that you showcase. Let us share with our fellow Filipinos and the rest of the world the story of our roots in the upland indigenous communities and the vibrant communities of Ilocos, many of which have been crucial in molding us into what we are as a people today. Remember these roots with every idea and masterpiece that you create with your minds and hands. This year's festival is more special even, as we are here at the newly renovated Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr. Memorial Stadium. Named after my father, the stadium speaks well of the strength, the brilliance, the resilience of every Ilocano. I am certain that my father is now watching us proudly and to see how far we have fared as a people. I feel in my bones that we all share the same blood and patriotism that have allowed us to achieve these things together. On this note, my sincerest gratitude goes to all the people behind the stadium's rehabilitation. Agyamanak launay kada kayo kailyan, indeed this facility will become an iconic landmark that will not only showcase a design excellence, but also project our shared aspirations as a people. I assure you that the government's commitment to strengthen the domestic tourism industry remains a top priority, and Ilocos Norte will play a very large part of that. The number of visitor arrivals is recovering. It is my hope that by working together, we restore Ilocos' vibrancy in tourism to pre-pandemic levels and beyond. Our lines are always open to your fresh and innovative ideas to help propel the tourism sector further into the future. So as we commence this joyous occasion, let us hope that you will respond to this administration's call for participating in the rewarding but challenging tasks ahead. Let our spirits be ablaze with unity, and may the Almighty bless us for our journey towards a brighter, a better Ilocos for the present and for the future generations. Muli, maraming salamat po. Agbiag kayo amin. Diyos tagnina, naimbag ngarabi amin.
Gagayem ken kakabsat, tiing ingunguten tayo nga ama iti daytoy apagilian. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Thank you, Mr. President.
May bagong silang, may bago ng buhay, bagong bansa, bagong galaw, sa bagong lipunan. Nagbabago ang lahat, tungo sa pag-unlad, at ating itanghal, bagong lipunan. Ang gabi nagmali ng ganan, at lumipas na ang magdamag. Madaling araw ay nagdiriwang, may umagang namasdan. Ngumiti na ang pag-asa sa umagang anong ganda. May bagong silang, may bago ng buhay, bagong bansa, bagong galaw, sa bagong lipunan. Nagbabago ang lahat, tungo sa pag-unlad, at ating itanghal,
nga ilili, inabel iti kadaywan ken kanawidan anapuan sudi, incarnating the dexterity of local weavers as they create an amazing tapestry that epitomizes the rich Ilocano heritage. Behold our Tan-Ok performers as they kick off the Grandes Fiesta in Ilocandia. This is the 2023 Tan-Ok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. Bakbakara, Festival of Bakara. Dinaklisan, Festival of Cotimao. Ani, Festival of Tingras. Kangayenan, Festival of Pagudpud.
Ilocos Norte, Inday Kuiti, Panawen mo, Ilocos Norte. Haleya, haleya, haleya. Intay pasigitan, kinakagpog ni Ilocano. Intay pasigitan, kinakagpog ni Ilocano.
Fiesta Empanada of the City of Batak. Abuos, Festival of Bana. Panagwawag-i, Festival of Dumanleg. La Virgen Milagrosa, Bado-Badok, Festival of Badok. Sanyata, Festival of Purgus. Dumadara, Festival of Basukin. Basi, Festival of Pitig. Guling-Guling, Festival of Paway. Amian Festival of Bangi. Tadik Festival of Nueva Era. Pamulinawan Festival of Lawag City.
Ilocos Norte. Ilocos Norte. Haleya, haleya, haleya.
Kikinluban Festival of Adams. Manalon Festival of Marcos. Magdadaran Talik Festival of Karasi. Kami Festival of Sulsuna.
Ilocos Norte. Haleya, haleya, haleya. Intay pasingitan, tinatanong Ilocano. Intay pasingitan,
Binakol Festival of Sarat. And finally, Siwawer Festival of Bintar.
haleya, haleya, haleya. Uy, ang yanan, rangkaan, nakayanakan, nagkaudan, nagkakuli.
And now, let us welcome our perennial host of the Tan-Ok Fiesta and three of the most celebrated presenters in Ilocania, Marie Stella Gaspar Godoy, Jeric Clyde Panlake, and Mary Jane Pascual Liaño.
Palong-palo, pumapagaspas, naimbaga na magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and hello, Ilocania! We are feeling once again the Tan-Ok fever in this very historic showground after falling into deep slumber for over 4 years. Sobrang namiss ko kayo, Majang and Stella. And of course, sobrang namiss din natin ang entabladong ito na saksi sa mga kamanghamanghang kwento ng ating buhay at pagkakakilanlan bilang mga Ilocano.
Indeed, my goodness. Hello, naimbag na rabi tayo amin Ilocos Norte and all over the world who are watching us online as well. Na-miss ko talaga kayong dalawa over the years and of course the pandemic that had come, nakakamiss ang magkaroon ng ganitong selebrasyon at ipagmalaki ang ating kultura dito sa Ilocos. If you are going to look at this enormous stage, I really cannot help myself but to be nostalgic of this picturesque, vast mountain lands, lofty farmlands as well, and we also have the boundless seas of undying devotion to deities and patron saints, of idyllic country life and traces of modernization of the Ilocano industry that culminates in these colorful celebrations. Kaya all of these create a beautiful masterpiece that is Ilocos Norte.
Truly, the Tan-Ok ni Ilocano is Ilocania's gift to the world. A zillion thanks to the go-getting and very much a visionary leader who started this all, who saw the potential in the backwater, the splendor in an undervalued heritage, and the best in every Ilocano worth sharing to the world. Maitutuplaeng nga intay padayawan ken pagyamanan. The leader and the creative who started it all, Honorable Amy R. Marcos. The leader who put the Ilocano greatness at the forefront of governance and tourism.
At nahimbing man po ng ilang taon ang ating pagtatanghal, kasadong-kasado na ang lahat para sa isang masigarbo at makinang na pagdiriwang.
Through the commitment of our beloved Governor Honorable Matthew Marcos Manotoc and the collective aspiration of every Ilocanos to recreate the vivid, rich, and of course, the enduring culture of every Ilocano, and to revive the grandest fiesta in Ilocos Norte, we are gathered once more in this magnificent showground, all with grateful hearts and in joyful spirits.
Tama ka naman dyan at lalo pang nagdulot ng pagmamalaki at kasiyahan sa bawat Ilocano na matunghayan ang pagdiriwang na ito ngayong taon through the reestablishment of this proverbial Ferdinand E. Marcos Stadium, the perfect backdrop of the Tan-Ok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals.
And by just examining the facade, Majong and Stella, kuhang-kuha ng disenyo nito ang isa. So ipinagmamalaki nating produkto dito sa Ilocos Norte, our very own Ilocos Binacol.
And of course, like the Binacol, woven from interlacing strands, the Tan-Ok ni Ilocano is an ingenious interweaving of our distinct yet connected stories draped in this enormous backdrop.
Sang-sang kamay sa tayong arod nga mangitag ay tikinatan-ok ni Ilocano.
Na lalong magpapaigting ng ating pagkakakilanlan at pagkakaugnay-ugnay.
Now, Ilocos Norte, are you in for a fiesta?
Ulitin natin, Stella, isa pa. Ilocos Norte, are you in for a fiesta?
Ayan, sure na sure, Stella and Clyde, that tens of thousands in attendance and those who are watching us online are all hyped up for the grandest fiesta in Ilocania. But you know what? Somehow, I also cannot help but be bittersweet on this particular moment as our heydays would be over soon. Nakakaiyak. I remember the very first, all of the parts of our body were shivering and talaga namang parang iba ang kalma. Ngayon, ibang-iba naman. But tonight, we are going to be introducing new hosts who I am pretty certain will definitely keep on our legacy.
Tama ka dyan, Majang. Nag-start tayo, size 24 ang waistline ngayon. Huwag na lang muna natin pag-usapan. Talaga nakakaiyak at nakaka-inspire din because we have a new breed of presenters who will make our Tan-Ok experience just as exciting as ever.
You know what, Clyde and Majang, it's okay. The baton has to be passed. Katulad ng patuloy ng pagyabong ng kulturang Pilipino at of course, kulturang Ilocano, marami ring umuusbong na mga magagaling at makikinang na talento sa ating probinsya. So please, join me as we welcome Kina Madamba and Soj Gamayon.
Good evening, Ilocania! Nakakataba ng puso nga naman. Thank you, Ma'am Majang. At Attorney Stella at nag-iisang Kuya Clyde. It is our singular honor to be part of this much-anticipated fiesta in Ilocania.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat! And we hope to bring the same delight and excitement to our fellow Ilocanos with our stint here at the Tan-Ok Fiesta. Kaya naman, simulan na natin ang bakbakan. Ngem sakbay iti amin, intay amamwen, dagiti kabinulik tayo, ngamang pili, kadigiti mangabak itatawen.
First of these inspiring and influential individuals in their respective fields is the Provincial Tourism Officer of Davao del Norte and Vice President for Mindanao of the Association of Tourism Officers of the Philippines. He is an events organizer and an impresario with a pool of local, Manila, and a few overseas-based clients. These make him a staple in both beauty and talent competitions all over the country. Let's give a warm Ilocano welcome to Mr. Noel Dakiwag.
Our next judge is a member of the Ramon Ubusan Folkloric Group. Having been with ROFG for 32 years, he has performed various roles such as dance director, project coordinator, consultant, and content writer for its online programs under the CCP Arts Education Department. He also served as one of the lead choreographers of the 2019 SEA Games opening ceremonies. Currently, he's a creative director and a choreographer of Teatro Siriupupa de Filipina of the Bible Foundation. Intay sa rabuen itinabara sipsipat ni Mr. Lyle E. Mardilla Hermosa.
Let's also welcome in the judging panel the former Provincial Tourism Officer of Ilocos Sur, who was responsible in the successful reopening of the tourism industry in his province after the pandemic. He was also the head of the Kanawidan Ilocos Festival from 2014 up until 2022. Currently, he is the president of the Tour Guides of Ilocos Sur Incorporated and tourism consultant of the Office of the Vice Governor, Honorable Ryan Luis Singson. Mapadayawan ang amangiyam amo, tipado tayo nga Ilocano, Mr. Michael Ryan Peña Astom. And joining the panel is a CPA lawyer by profession, but someone who is interested in traditional dances and fond of cultural festivities, customs, and traditions. She was recently appointed as Regional Director of the Bureau of Local Government Financial Regional Office 2 after 23 years in local finance. Gagayem ken kakabsat, intay padayawan tinabara sipsipat ni Attorney Hulayda Kadawan Pancho.
For over 30 years, our next judge has worn several hats as a dancer, choreographer, theater actor, and costume designer. He was a member of the Ramon Ubusan Folkloric Group, a founding member of the La Salle Filipiniana Company, and a founder of Kalilayan Folkloric Group as one of the country's premier performing groups. As a costume designer, he has worked with theater production like No Limitang Here, Ang Pasyon ni Obispo, and Remembering Conching, among others. Please help me welcome Mr. Romel Padilla Serrano.
At syempre naman nagbabalik ang paborito nating mga Ilocano na si Kulas. He is a 34-year-old Canadian who shares his journey in the Philippines through his social media channels, #BecomingFilipino. In 9.5 years, he has explored 80 out of the 81 provinces in the Philippines, adventuring more than 115,000 kilometers by scooter. He loves utong, puki-puki, and kabatite, the Ilocano way. Kulas was recently approved by the Committee on Justice in the House of Representatives for possible naturalization to become a Filipino citizen. Isang mainit na pagbati sa iyo, Mr. Kyle Kulas Jennerman.
We have another man in the panel who has a special place in our hearts for always sharing his expertise in major events of the province. He was a resident designer and technical director of Dulaang UP Aghelon Vima and Altera Parcier in Athens, Greece. As set designer, he has worked with various national and international theater companies. From 2016 to 2019, he was a part of the design team and headed the renovation of the Metropolitan Theater. In 2016, he was awarded as the most productive artist of the University of the Philippines. As a designer of the museums and galleries, he is a head designer and curator of Tawid Gallery in Shambhala Silang and the Clock Tower Museum in Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David.
Our next judge is no stranger to the Tanok Fiesta, having sat in the judging panel twice in the past. A self-proclaimed adopted son of Ilocos Norte, he has collaborated with the Provincial Tourism Office for various projects such as Himala sa Buhangin and the Poway landmark signage fronting Poway Church. He is a name widely recognized in Philippine advertising, film, television, and live performance industry for being a top-notch and award-winning production designer. Just recently, he was nominated for Best in Production Designer at the Star Awards for Movies for the movie Finding Agnes, shot partially in Morocco. Welcome back to Ilocos, Mr. Mitoy Santa Ana.
And to sit as the chair of the panel, we have a significant fixture of Philippine tourism whose career spans 35 years. She started with the Philippine Tourism Authority as a Senior Public Relation and Events Officer. She was later appointed as a DOT Tourism Attaché based in Frankfurt, Germany, and after 15 years of overseas assignment, she went on to serve as the DOT Regional Director for Cordilleras. Recently, she was appointed as the Chief Operating Officer of the Tourism Promotions Board overseas and implementing strategic programs for the marketing and promotion of the entire country. One who sees her career path to begin and end with the Philippine tourism industry. She is an inspiration to us indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marie Venus Q. Tan.
Agyaman lo kami unay ti isasang bayo, dear judges. Kasapayan iti panangiburayo ti lalaing nyo to help us determine, of course, the best and the brightest festival in Ilocania. And of course, to assist our jury, we also have our technical judges and panel of tabulators from the Mariano Marquez State University.
Dagitoy met timang sukat kadagiti agbibin na lubal ita atawen. Theme or concept, 25%, choreography, 20%, performance, 25%, costume and props, 20%, and originality, 10%. All that makes for 100%.
Mukhang kasadong-kasado na ang ating sagupaan, Kina. Mula sa 4 na sulok ng entabladong ito, sasabog ang mga makikinang na kulay, mga katutubong kasuotan at kagamitan, at mga natatanging kwento that truly shapes the Ilocano identity.
Intay nga rod, imatangan, ti pan nakaabel, itinasangsangayan, ang pag-iistoryan, ti Ilocandia. We now formally open the 2023 Tan-Ok ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals with the chosen town, Pinili.
Rudy Barok, inta digital talo na narak ko.
Adi nga green kan, di pa nagbasa. Wen mano, itagas kong tutay ka ninyo kan tata.
Narag sa kabyag, di pinili, kaan pulos masubalitan di aniyaman. Uray sa linuman, ang lugar makatanunan, pulos di sukat nagtautan. At mula kay nagtalong kang nangwanapan sa pulan, pagbiyanan na isang sangayan. Nangagit din na anong sa mata, pinili, uray nung napurapay kami. Dahil tabako, lang no, isod narway agaming di umuni. Hintay narunin di tantanan ta, hintay at mulan di tabang ipili. Dahil tabako lang no, isod narway agaming ipili. Tatang, nanang, manong, nakaradwara kon.
Apay naligay talang ang manak ko.
Kumapal na klaang tanakaredwar ni ate mong tata.
Taripat yun kumapay lang ang tigitilagaan na pundar ko. Nauri na awanak nun. Anong tumiti pa nagmula amang tulong ka?
Tata!
tatang. Ila ko tayo, digiti dagdagan tayo, tapos na pagkudyan tayo. Haan ka di ating kaagitay lang di ipato ni tatang tayo. Ikanak di mesa tawin, tapatanurik kitalon tayo. Uri dyan matungkal, ano pa mo kanyak, tata? Maragsakan ka kumati pa ng tuloy kung panagayat mo, iti pa nagmula. Pintayon at sagana, para ti pa ng semilya. Bunubungken para, ket isot pitpitenta. Uray ang matmatubong, mangtalon kam tulad ta. Aragwen, di daga, kalitan lagi kutkut ka. Napalamas, di panawen, mabaling at katuden. Tay tababuan na lang yun, narway ang kaming pipili. Pintay garuden, hindi bulong, kiputen yan tipo. Ket mo mga sehan, magtutunen yan tay kaisan. Itan isa ka na dagiti pagtulog ti gulo. Tabako, imbagan lansang kabasit, sa mundo sa design, naitudog tay tabako. Anos lang diagas na, dagay ba'y mga marinata, at nagtumet na sukat na. Kailan intay aking sakay, kailan ako Anong, dispensaran yan ko pa ng talang pinagdat mo, ang tuloy ko pa nagmula kita bako. Ito ko mapelang ni tatang, pero kung kumataragsak na, magkita dito at nagbalagi. May amin adin ko. Sakto dito isa sangkot na. Magkinang kipabulong kita nga bulbuyaan, at mula ni tatang kita bako. Tato, aron lang tapagunan. Manong, ada di kita gatang tabakon. Tay tabako, aga lang to. Isod narway, aga men pipili. Intay garuden siya'y nagtalong ta. Intay agulan di tabako.
Another round of applause to the chosen town of Pili, led by the Honorable Mayor Romel Labasay. Tourism Officer is Mavi Peroy Cercano. Choreography and set designers Ralph Jefferson Gahete, Raymond Magala, and J.R. Africano. For the costume is Liu Jerez, and for their music is Kyle Gino Ilaga. What a heart-rending way to kick off this year's Tanok Fiesta. Patunay na nananaig ang pagmamahal sa gitna ng malalaking hamon ng buhay. welcome the destined home of the San Nicoleños, where the gift of panagdamili remains alive. Nang rugida ito'y manayo na tawid, idi takalpasan iti misa, bimisita ti kura paroko, iti tiyendaan ket na upay, iti nakapoy a panaglako, dagiti umili. Ana iti ubraek, kasapulan at tulungak ida, the friar said. Suddenly, something popped up in his mind. Alfareria, he shouted. Full of excitement, he went to the vendor's puesto to share the good news. But to his dismay, they refused to learn alfareria, or the art of pottery. Surprisingly, a family expressed their interest to learn the craft of pottery. But after many attempts, they failed. Isudayta iti sungbat ti problema tayo. Ket nabuong net. The people reacted and mocked them. In earnest prayers, the entire family made a final attempt. Lo and behold, the banga was not only beautiful to look at, but was also firm and sturdy. Daytoy ti banga, tiktikam ket nalagda. With this feat, the other villagers embraced alfareria, making it as their major livelihood. And every year, San Nicoleños celebrate the Damili Festival to thank their patron saint, San Nicolas de Tolentino, for blessing them with the gift of panagdamili. Exclaiming their trademark, San Nicolas Banga, Tiktikem Nalagda. Let's welcome the municipality of San Nicolas.
Nalpasen ti misa, untayon ti kapya ti apo. Saksak sa Nicoleño nakasat, narang ayawan rigat, numagpayadut maglalais kanyada, panagyaman ng tuding pulo sa patingka. Kastoy ti agaramid ti banga, tatwen nalagda, umuna akali iti daga. Ala emtay pala, kali emtay daga, umungem akupemi sa ganan gayem, tay danong naitimba, darat nakasagana, tay dagagamayen darati warakiwaken. Ala emtay pala, kali emtay daga, iglali. May sado at talo, pangaramiden tayo, upat lima item, tay dagain tayo lalyen, pito walo siyam, ay manong umaykan, pagkatingket pagkatingday, tapag bibiran, pagkatingket pagkatingday, tapag bibiran. May katlo, agbibir. Manong umaykan, pagkati pagbibiran, kay pitang tuligusin sa mong tupipiten, pipiten, ket pipiten, tay ngarap na, ketin tayo bukelen. Tuligusin, tapong gumakelen, ididin, ket ididin, tapnong nunalinisin. May kapat, ageba! Rigsan pa na gubra, itay ageba, nabibira ba nga, dahil po'y maisip ba? Rigsan pa na gubra, itay ageba, nabibira ba nga, dahil po'y maisip ba? Rigsan pa na gubra, itay ageba, nabibira ba nga, dahil po'y maisip ba?
Our performers from my hometown, the Milli Festival of San Nicolas, led by their mayor Mike Hernando, tourism officer Mr. Richie Cavinta, choreographer Christian J. Pason, assistant choreographer Sean Shintaro Pere, Alan Jason Diaz, costume Marco Bello Macaspas and Christian J. Pason, set designer Ian Delgadao, and music Kyle Gino Ilaga. buhay pa rin ang panagdamili at damet grupo dagiti Ilocano ang nakaibtor iti panawen. In the late 1700s, a widespread drought struck the province. Natay dagiti mula ken bimasit iti apit, gapu iti panagawan iti danom amang mangtedbiag dagiti nalawa a pagtalunan. But this didn't take too long. a wise man known as Apo Vicente Pablo thought of a clever idea, and that is sourcing out water from the foot of Santa Catalina Mountain. On May 2, 1972, he organized a small group of agkali or diggers called Zanjera de Ganagan. From then on, more complex waterways, such as the construction of dams, were established primarily for farming. The Zanjeras paved the way to develop crop seasons and rotations based on water abundance, which yielded more crops. Through the years, this organization became bigger and showed the importance of hard work, generosity, and unity among the community of Bacareño farmers. In 1999, Zanjera de Ganagan received the prestigious Bayaning Samahang Pilipino Award, an honor given to outstanding organizations in the country. Gagayem ken kakabsat, intay imatangan daytoy pabuya, amang paneknek at agitin na indaklan a pakaistoryaan, ket mabalin nga agapo kaditin na numo apang rugyan. Personifying the iconic Zanjera de Ganagan, let's welcome the performers of the Municipality of Bacara!
A big and heartwarming salute to all our zanjeras of Bacara na idadauluan ni Mayor Nicomedes de la Cruz, Tourism Officer Henedina Apaga, choreographers Henrieto Ridad, Edwin Padasdao, Jason Bugarin, Billy Joe Ancheta, costume by Harry Padasdao and Egay Tox Robniol, set designer Villamor Domingo, Efren Jonicel Domingo, and music by Jmar Jordan Ray Dancel. Manin agyaman kami Bakbakara Festival for paying tribute to our Sanjera de Ganagan, an organization worthy of recognition and emulation. May sapay a pagtuladan ken pagsarmingan iti daytoy na ngayed a lugar tayo, ket dagiti naganak tayo, who only want the best for us. In the coastal town of Corimao, adda naganak, daramon ken ising, ana isagutan iti kakaisuna ang anak da nga ni Val. Iti inaldaw-aldaw ti laeng na lawa at taaw ti pagpulpuligusan iti panagbiagda. Mindful of the difficulties and dangers of coastal life, Ramon aspires for his son to embark on a different career path. Ngarod, bayat ti kinaubing na, inmula iti panunot da, iti rigat ti panagkalap. Iti laksid ti adu a panangalukoy, the young boy witnessed the humility of his father's job. Ngad adda ang nagparegta ken kuana nga agbalin akas iti amana. And so one day, out of his curious mind, he went underneath the sea to explore its splendor. He has proven that life underwater is richer than life above. His father secretly followed him, and there he has seen his son's genuine connection with the sea. He recalled his fond memories as a kid, then realized he should not hinder his child's happiness. Let us all together celebrate the dreams of our children. Tara na't makilangoy sa simple ngunit nakamamanghang pangarap ni Val. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dinaklisan Festival of Corimao.
Ang nanaet kami na murabay at pagkaingan. Rigat ken tuukin kam mapaspasaran. Mulay panagkalap lang di pagsapulan ni. Saan na mayayos ng itigaluyon, iarap pa mi.
Anak ko, nagrigat ti biyag iti maysa amang ngalap.
Lumabalin anak ko, aan ko kaya't nga mapadasam, kinapadasak ariga. Agkadal ka, alasaya.
Nauray panagkalap lang di pagsapulan ken iti bagbagi Utut iti takyak Magkakaimas alames May payapay Kuyuden tay Marabor di baybay Kuyuden tayon Kuyuden tayon Kuyuden tayon Kuyuden tayon
naman tayo sa pagsasaka. Para sa karamihan, ang pagsasaka ay para sa mga matitigas at matitikas ang katawan. Subalit sa susunod na kwentong ating matutunghayan, may isang amang pilit na tinutulak ang kanyang tatlong anak na lalaki na tulungan siya sa bukid. Sa kasamaang palad, iba ang pitik ng daliri ng dalawa niyang anak. Ano sila? Sa mga salita ni Laknay, sila ay mga sirena. But being the opinion and love and sons they are, they always yield to their father's vision. Kahit ipinipilit na sumusok ang sarili sa trabaho sa tingin nila hindi akma sa kanilang gustuhan, sino sila para umalma? But as time passes, they are finding more clarity in their self-image. So, despite their circumstances, they move to the city, leaving families and children. Parang sinubukan ng langit ang kanilang kuya at kapatid sa labis na kalungkutan. Isang araw, habang pinabagtas ang daang matulong bukid, sila'y nakaaksidente at namatay. Mindful of their father's missing suffering the loss of their loved ones, but in the emotion of losing two sons who were essentially their livelihood, they returned to shame but with a renewed spirit to give their father proud in spite of their choices. Delighted with the welcoming embrace of their father for their return, gaano ang pamaan nalakas ang anak ng malayang buhay sa syudad, malalaman ng kanilang tatay sa mga susunod na araw ang kanilang desisyon. Sa palagay ninyo, babalik pa kaya ang dalawa sa Maynila o mananaig sa kanila ang pintig ng pagmamahal sa ama? At ano kaya ang revelasyon ang kanilang matutuklasan patungkol sa kanilang ama? Ladies and gentlemen, a typical yet poignant story of life giving and forgiving, of regrets and acceptance, of resilience and fortitude in the staging of the BYAHE Festival of the Municipality of Tingras.
Anak ko, haan kay mabigbigla, awanen ni ina ken kabsat yun, napandan iti sa bali nga biyag. Agawid kayon babarok, ket maudi nga aldawda, inton Pebrero 24. Apay, haan kay metlang agsublit Manilan anak ko.
Haanen, tatang. Wala kang kasama sa bukid.
Agyaman ak anak ko. Ala, intay nga rod ito'y talonen, tarugyanan tayo ti agarado.
Ay, si Junjun na ba yun? Ang pogi!
Agra ito'y talon, bigat manwen mo aldaw, iyuta gibasiten, ket saan nga ang araw. Agra ito'y talon, masapul ang akitset, na di ka makatugaw, di ka pa'y makataker. Di agra ito'y talon, bigat manwen mo aldaw, iyuta gibasiten, ket saan nga ang araw. Di agra ito'y talon, masapul ang akitset, na di ka makatugaw, di ka pa'y makataker.
Mga birds! Bongga!
Uy, di ko mabugamit na kita bilit. tayo ulag! Ayan na tayo ulag! Tatang! Aray!
Ni, tatang, anak kinuwam.
Nasakit to'y imag.
Tatang, uwi muna tayo.
Kasaburagodan anak ko. Tsakpelang makaubra.
Huwag kang mag-alala, Tatang. Pagpapatuloy namin yan.
Alagarudo din kami. Agur-uro niya pagay na maibaw doon. Palaing sa pelong ito'y balay, tatang.
Naglalaing kayo, anak ko. Nagkel ayaman tuon minagkutali na eto ditoy. Ay ayaten kayo, muray no anak kay man.
OMG, tatang. Thank you so much. We love you.
Agragsak ka, tingras, agragsak ka. Ipaluyak-yak mo, ibunanak mo, ramba kami tading ras. Kay ani, anak kaming pintas. Agragsak ka, tingras, agragsak ka. Ipaluyak-yak mo, ibunanak mo, ramba kami tading ras. Kay ani, anak kaming pintas.
Maraming salamat, Ani Festival ng Dingras, headed by their Mayor Geoffrey Sagid, Tourism Officer Ms. Eric Colantang, Director and Choreographer Ruel Tagatag, Assistant Choreographer Jason Tudanes, Costume Lou Jerez, Music Director Romel Flojo, Music Arranger and Composer George Pastorin. kakaibang pagtatanghal ng bayan ng Pugudpud, ang pagpapatayo ng USS Stingray na makikita sa sitio Bimmanaaw, Barangay Kaunayan, Bayan ng Pagudpud. This memorial was erected on April 27, 2007 by Peter Parsons, Paul Bautista, and Lucky Guillermo, and was turned over to the provincial and local governments and the DOT through the unveiling rites on April 24, 2018. Peter Parsons' father, Charles Parson, was a Navy Commander Reserve who engineered the dispatch of at least 20 submarines granted by the U.S. Navy to General MacArthur to bring in much-needed arms and ordnance, including medicine and food. One nighttime, the Japanese sniffed out of the infiltration operation, so the Stingray crew was forced to abort the activity. Only 6 out of 10 tons were unloaded. Since hoisting the anchor would create sonar detection, the crew decided to slip it and all the chains rather than risking being caught by the Japanese forces. To this day, the anchor remains in the depths of the bay. The raising of the anchor serves as a dedication to freedom and a reminder of the bravery and determination of those in the resistance movement throughout the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, witness another history unfold on the Tan-Ok stage with the extraordinary performance from the municipality of Pagudpud.
here to help you. General Matt Arbor requested us to dispose the Japanese army. We have weapons, guns, and medics.
Ay, agyaman kam launay, sir! Sir, ada di nga banda.
All right, soldiers, brace yourselves.
Agyaman kami ili iti pagudpod for giving life to a remarkable piece of our history. Thank you as well to their Mayor Honorable Rafael Rafi Benemerito II, Tourism Officer Mr. Benedicto de la Cruz, Choreographer Fritz Bulusan and Marvin Burigsay, Costume and Set Designer Haji Tumamaw, and for the music is Kyle Gino Ilaga. Gagayam din kakabsat, we now have the new set of prizes. For the champion, it will now be receiving 1 million pesos. Intay nga Ruden, ikan iti na parang nga panag-farewell kadeto'y presidente tayo, king ingunguten nga ama iti daytoy apagilyan. Ladies and gentlemen, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Reiterating to you our prizes. Pudno nga nakaragragsak ken nakaramrambak daytoy nga rabii para iti amin nga munisipyo nga nakipagpartisipar ken iti dua nga syudad. Our grand prize is now 1 million pesos from the office of Governor Matthew Marcos Manoto, and of course additional cash prize also definitely came from our dearest President. The second prize will now be receiving 500,000 pesos. And the third prize will be receiving 300,000 pesos. And we shall be having 5 runners-up who will also be receiving 100,000 pesos each. Ikantay man iti dakkel asipsipat. Dagiti pagpanpanakkel tayo dito'y Ilocos Norte. From a historic emblem signifying the Ilocanos' commitment to freedom, we shall now marvel at the iconic bird symbolizing the Vindarinians' flight for glory. Vintar has always been associated with birds, it being the home of the mighty Siwawer. Even in agriculture, birds signify the present season. For instance, the arrival of kanaways or egrets suggests the start of the planting season of the many crops that are thriving in Vintar, such as garlic, the white gold of the north. At the break of dawn, the villagers do the back-breaking work of planting the most prized crops. A blackbird appears, the uwak, and makes a startling call. Using this as a sign of calamity, the farmers turn back at once. Then, heavy rains fall. Amid this catastrophe, the Vindarinians ask for the intervention of the divine creator. They take a piece of the blessed bread of Saint Nicolas Tolentino and throw it into the inundated part of the house or the river. This act is believed to save the town from the wrath of floods and disasters. As the people pray, a white-plumed bird appears as a sign of hope and answered prayers. The rain stopped and the town is spared. With renewed hope, the villagers continue to tend the fields and do their daily chores. The Siwawer appears, which signifies plentiful harvest and calls for a joyful celebration. While the merrymaking is being held, a multitude of golden birds appear to join the celebration. Indeed, Vintar is gifted with rich culture, strongly observed, with attendant rituals illustrating the naintar apulis respect for tradition. Gagayem ken kakabsat, intay pasangbayan, ti Siwawer Festival, iti ili, iti Vintar.
Christian Mark Espiritu, costume Michael Vanilla, music Kyle Gino Ilaga. And now, let's go down memory lane and behold another piece of history from the municipality of Sarat. During the American occupation, Don Jose Ver was captured and eventually died. From his death, the tradition of punpun or burial rites occurred. The sound of the tamboreros and a song of grief accompanied the death of Ver, leaving his widow in agony. Time tested and taught this widow to accept her loss. She was able to turn things around, adopting her husband's bravery, a characteristic she was able to use at the outbreak of the American-Japanese War. During that time, many women were treated as sex slaves and bore children as a result of the Japanese's sexual assaults. The Filipino men attempted to defend them, but failed. One by one, the Filipinos stepped back, but most of the women chose to fight back as they could no longer tolerate the injustices they were experiencing. Things did not go easy for Ver's widow, especially when she learned that she was impregnated by a Japanese officer. Disgusted by the fate, she kept the identity of her child. Day by day, she taught her child everything that would make her a Filipino. But one day, the Japanese officer, the child's father, suddenly appeared, claiming his rights over the child. A dispute occurred between the Japanese officers and the Filipino community. Sa huli, sino kaya ang pipiliin ng bata? Sabay-sabay nating tunghayan ang isa na namang pagsasabuhay sa isang alaala ng nakaraan mula sa makasaysayang bayan ng Sarat.
Sa iyong pagaling, tuloy ang digmaan, pag-ibig sa bayan mananatili
Utsukushi onna noko, kitto kare no odoro. 今踊るダンスそれはセクシーですもっともうダンスナイスボディ素晴らしい
Okasan?
Anak? Ikaw ba yan?
Watashi wa nata kara kite no desu ka?
Anak, hindi ikaw yan.
Watashi no kodomo wa doko?
Layuan mo kami!
Watashi wa kanojo o eru tame ni koko ni imasu. I will not leave my child because she is all mine. She was never yours.
Wala kang makukuha. Wala kang pagkaari dito dahil ang buhay niya ay tiyak kailanman utang sa'yo. Siya'y anak ko buhay ko't mundo. Ako ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika. Sa Pilipinas ang aking bayan, gantay na perla.
Tunay ngang nakamamangha at nakaaantig ng puso ang kwentong ating natunghayan. Maraming salamat Bayan ng Sarat na pinangungunahan ng kanilang mayor na si Mayor Remigio Medrano, Tourism Officer Mr. Mark Anthony Agorilla, Choreographer Kim Datu, Director John Gabriel Gantala, Set Designer J.R. Legaspi, Costume Designer Jansen Seneca, and Music by Harry Turda. Tingnan mo naman, Clyde, no? Napakabata ng ating mga participants.
Okay. Alam mo na naging idol ko yung kanilang main character doon, si Tisang. Tisang, di ba? Si Tisang. Talaga naman naging fun mode kami nung nakita ko siya sa mall, ay sa cinema.
Kailangan ko, naiintriga ako, so I'm gonna watch them.
Oo, you have to watch it, Stella.
Ayan, hindi ko pa ito napanood, pero yung last entry ni Melvin Ritz, napanood ko yung about panagluwalo.
Actually, she reminds me of you.
Saan?
Si Tisang.
Bakit?
Basta.
Bakit ano ba to? Physical
Basta,
features
you
ba?
have to watch
Ugali?
it. You have to watch it and then you let me know. Then you would
Kung makaka-relate ako.
sasabihin mo sa akin, okay, ganon. Basta.
Congratulations. Now we give the award. Tingnan mo naman, Clyde, no? Napakabata ng ating mga participants.
Okay. Alam mo na naging idol ko yung kanilang main character doon, si Tisang. Tisang, di ba? Si Tisang, talaga naman naging fan mode kami nung nakita ko siya sa mall, ay sa cinema.
Kailangan ko, naiintriga ako, so I'm gonna watch them.
Oo, you have to watch it, Stella.
Ayan, hindi ko pa ito napanood, pero yung last entry ni Melvin Ritz, napanood ko yung about panagluwalo.
Actually, she reminds me of you.
Saan?
Si Tisang.
Bakit?
Basta.
Bakit ano ba to? Physical
Basta,
features
you
ba?
have to watch
Ugali?
it. You have to watch it and then you let me know. Then you would,
Kung makaka-relate ako.
sasabihin mo sa akin, okay, ganon. Basta,
Congratulations. Now we give the award for Best Editing. And the award goes to Karkarma. Actually, nakakaingit tong mga batang to. If you remember nung college tayo, nung nag-start yung Looking for Johnny Moon, meron ding script writing, wala pang filmmaking do, pero script writing. And kasali kami, ang nag-judge ay isa sa mga nag-judge, si Sir Soxy Topacio. And nanalo kami, MMS yun ang nanalo. And nakakaingit ngayon kasi talagang nabibigyan ng magandang opportunity yung mga bata to make. Tingnan mo naman, Clyde, no? Napakabata ng ating mga participants.
okay. Alam mo na naging idol ko yung kanilang main character doon, si Tisang. Tisang, di ba? Si Tisang, talaga naman naging fan mode kami nung nakita ko siya sa mall, ay sa cinema.
Kailangan ko, naiintriga ako, so I'm gonna watch them.
Oo, you have to watch it, Stella.
Ayan, hindi ko pa ito napanood, pero yung last entry ni Melvin Ritz, napanood ko yung about panagluwalo.
Actually, she reminds me of you.
Saan?
Si Tisang.
Bakit?
Basta.
Bakit ano ba to? Physical
Basta,
features
you
ba?
have to watch
Ugali?
it. You have to watch it and then you let me know. Then you would,
Kung makaka-relate ako.
sasabihin mo sa akin, okay, ganon. Basta,
Congratulations. Now we give the award for Best Editing. And the award goes to Karkarma. Actually, nakakaingit tong mga batang to. If you remember nung college tayo, nung nag-start yung Looking for Johnny Moon, meron ding script writing, wala pang filmmaking do, pero script writing. And kasali kami, ang nag-judge ay isa sa mga nag-judge, si Sir Soxy Topacio. And nanalo kami, MMS yun ang nanalo. And nakakaingit ngayon kasi talagang nabibigyan ng magandang opportunity yung mga bata to make the film, hindi lang yung script. So congratulations to our winners.
wag na kayong umalis dyan, Karkarma, dahil nagtuhog kayo ng award. Congratulations, you also got the best cinematography.
O sige, pinapagod lang namin kayo, kaya stay na muna kayo dyan.
Ay, in fairness.
Tingnan mo naman, Clyde, no? Napakabata ng ating mga participants.
Okay. Alam mo na naging idol ko yung kanilang main character doon, si
Congratulations to Romel Pascua of Aweng.
Congratulations, Sir Romel! Best Director, Aweng.
Third Best Picture. But before I announce this, I would like to thank, syempre, ang ating hair and makeup, si Diwata and Ivy. Thank you so much. And of course, Maka Collective for my outfit. Yan. Our third Best Picture goes to Dagiti Baru Abanwar.
Second best picture we have Tabon.
Congratulations, Tabon. At yan na, i-award na natin ang Best Picture. Thank you so much to the very, very talented Randy Lianyo, my New York designer friend, for my very beautiful dress this evening. Maraming salamat. Eto na, and the best picture is Aweng. Congratulations sa lahat ng bumubuo ng documentary film na Aweng. Once again, pwede nyo lahat panoorin yung ating entries. It's now being uploaded sa official pages ng TANOC and also ng tourism.
Ayan, sa nakalipas ng 2 linggo mga kaibigan ay napanood natin ang ating mga TANOC films sa Robinson's Movie World at meron pang isang award na kayo, mga ka-aliens namin, ang pumili at tumulong sa ating lucky film para makuha ang award ito. And this is the Audience Choice Award. And this year's Audience Choice Award is Kasanuka Tagwaywaya!
Congratulations!
Once again, our big winners of the 2023 TANOC Film Festival, please continue to be inspired and instigated to share your amazing filmmaking skills at higit sa lahat, ang inyong kolektibong mithiin to share the Ilocano way of life, traditions, customs, and beliefs to all of us na palaging inaabangan at inaantabayanan ang inyong masisining na likha.
At nagbabalik ang pinakaabangang fiesta sa Ilocania. Maraming salamat sa libo-libong Ilocano at mga bisita mula sa iba't ibang sulok ng bansa para lang matunghayan ang pagdiriwang na ito. At sa lahat na rin ng nakaabang sa ating live streaming mula sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo, we hope you are enjoying this Grand TANOC Fiesta. Ket ita, intay itultuloy ananamen, tikinabaknang itikannawidan tayo nga Ilocano. Welcome to the second half of our TANOC ni Ilocano Festival of Festivals. Intay nga rod ibuksilan ti kabibiyag dagiti manalon iti ili ti Marcos. Iti daytoy apabuyada iparangarangda nga awan beddeng no maipapan iti ayat. In this town, a healthy boy named Antonio was born who would later find love from their rival family. Before this forbidden love blossomed, Antonio's family suffered a shocking tragedy. Their rival family claimed the land that his father owned. Unable to handle the whole ordeal, Antonio's father suffered from heart attack, which eventually cost him his life. Time passed by and Antonio grew up to be a fine young man. Growing up, he managed their family's estates, including their tobacco plantation, through the guidance of his relatives and neighbors. Everything was turning to his favor, including love. One of the helpers in the farm captivated his heart. Their love grew day by day, just as the tobacco and other farm harvests flourished, until they decided to get married. But prior to the most awaited day, Antonio introduced his betrothed to his relatives. And that's when he discovered that the woman he was about to marry is the daughter of the man who greedily claimed his father's wealth. At dahil dito, nakansela ang pinakaaabangang kasalan ng taon. Mananaig kaya ang pag-ibig sa gitna ng hamon. Ating tunghayan ang nakakaantig na kwento ng pag-ibig mula sa bayan ng Marcos.
Anak ko, gringan, timpawan ni Apo Init. Wen, tatang. Limabas pa namin nga nuang. Agawaan man ako. Ta isuruan ka. No kasano ti panagmula kinakaraki aman nalon. Ay sus Antonio Aldawin!
Aldrin Ramos, and music by Mr. Sherwin Fres Cabrales. And now let's welcome the municipality of Adams. Adams, which boasts of 18 pristine waterfalls and 10 hanging bridges nestled within untrampled rainforests. But there's more to this town than meets the eye.